In this short video, we will show you how to install Omniverse on your system and how to load up the marbles sample scene. First, navigate to the NVIDIA.com website and download Omniverse. You will see a Download Now button and be asked to fill a short form. Once that form is complete, it will download the file to your system. Go ahead and navigate to your download location and run the installer. Make sure you read through the license agreement and accept it. And once the installation is complete, you'll be presented with the Omniverse launcher. Go ahead and log in. If you don't have an NVIDIA account, you can create a new one. You might see a web browser pop up. You can go ahead and close this. Once you're logged into the launcher, you'll notice your user on the upper right. You can go there to change your settings. There's a little bell that will tell you if you have any notifications of updates that are available to you, and it will start you on the news panel. This section shows you all of our latest blogs. You can go ahead and take a look at those if you'd like. Then we have the library. This is where we see all of the installed applications. In the Exchange, you'll find all the applications and connectors that are available for installation. There's the applications and the connectors. In the Collaboration tab, you'll be able to add a local collaboration service. This will install a local Nucleus server. This Nucleus server will allow you to link applications together, as well as give you access to all of our sample files. So let's go ahead and install a local Nucleus server. Click on the plus, hit next if the data path works for you, and then you want to create an administrator account. Since my system is local here, I'm not going to be sharing this with anyone. I'm just going to go with the classic admin. You don't actually have to fill everything out. I'll go ahead and say complete. Once your Nucleus is installed, you'll be able to browse through it. You'll notice an NVIDIA folder. In this folder, you'll find assets, materials, and samples. Inside the samples, you will see the marbles dataset as well as a few others. So our Nucleus server is now installed, but we don't have any applications. So let's go to the Exchange. In the App section, you can see a few applications that are available today. As new applications become available, they will appear here for you. So let's go into Create. First, you should make sure that the system requirements are met. You will need an RTX capable GPU. You can get to our release notes, documentation, tutorial videos, and forums by clicking on the links at the bottom of the product page. So let's go ahead and install it locally. If you use popular content creation applications, you could also install connectors. We have connectors for a variety of applications, and these would allow you to either live link or transfer files between your DCC application and one of the Omniverse apps, like Create. So let's go ahead and launch Create. Now that we've installed it, we can go into the library. In the library, we'll now see that Create is here, and it's ready to launch. If we had multiple versions of it, you can go into the menu, and you would see the different versions. This allows you to launch parallel versions, if you so desire. We have two notifications. Let's go check. And it's because we have Create installed and we have the Nucleus workstation installed. Let's go into our Exchange and also install the cache. The cache will optimize data transfers between Nucleus and the applications. Okay, I now have my cache installed. Please note that the cache may automatically install for you. When a system is being installed for the first time, the cache should install by itself. You'll know if it's installed by going into your library. You'll see the cache and you'll see Create. So if cache is here, you're good to go. If cache is not there, go to the Exchange and install it. I can go into the bell here and see that I now have all three applications installed. I have the Nucleus workstation installed, I have Create, and I have the cache. I'm ready to go. So let's go ahead and launch Create. You may get a Windows security alert. you may want to allow access to the firewall so that the application can connect to the Nucleus server. Okay, I've got Create ready to go. Now where do I get my files from? Well, because we installed Nucleus, you'll see in the bottom section here in Content that I have a local host. I'll click on localhost and it will ask me for a login. This is that username and password that we entered when we created that Nucleus server. So let's go type that in and I'll log in. Now that I'm connected, you can see that we have library, we have our NVIDIA folder, and we have our projects and users. So let's go into the NVIDIA folder. And here we'll find our assets, materials, and samples, just like we saw earlier. Let's go into samples. Let's go into our marbles. And let's load up the marbles assets.usd. We can simply double click on it. The first time you load it might take a little bit longer because this is coming from the cloud share. But because we have cache installed, it will cache it locally. At first, you'll see geometry and lighting, and then the materials will start loading one by one as they're streamed in. I'm currently in path trace mode. I can go ahead and change it into real time. And once this is fully loaded in, I'm ready to start creating my scene. If you decide not to install the Nucleus server and you'd rather just download the marbles asset file, you can download it from the contest page. Once you've downloaded the zip file, copy it to your system, unzip it, and then in the content browser, simply browse to the location you have it unzipped. You'll find the marbles folder that I unzipped, and the same file will be there, marbles-assets.usd. So go ahead and double click that, and it'll launch the file locally as well. You're now ready to start creating your contest entry. We're looking forward to your submissions.